What's up, everybody? You're very welcome along to Craig Station for our first ever La Liga watch-along on here. And what a game to start off with. Atleti at the Wanda Metropolitano against Barcelona. Again, it's a bit weird seeing Luis Suarez and Antoine Griezmann now in Atletico shirts. Griezmann on the bench, by the way. I will run through the starting 11s in a minute. Really appreciate you guys popping across and joining me. I hope that you're all well. I'm going to lower down this audio a little bit. There you go. I hope you're all well. Nice to see you win. Appreciate it. Ramon's going for a 2-0 win for Atletico. Addison, I'm all good, mate. All good. Alternative Cavs is going for a Suarez hat-trick. Yeah, a good question was posted in the chat there. Would Antoine Griezmann celebrate if he scored against Barcelona? I'd say he would. I don't see why he wouldn't. I mean, I love a bit of shithousery, so yeah, hopefully. But he's on the bench, as I said. I will go to the starting 11s. Hello said he's rooting for Atleti. Mark has taken over Joanne's role. Oh, shot fired, Mark. With the onset super sticker. You love to see it, Mark. Well played. Our first super chat or super sticker of the night as well. Thank you very much, Mark. We should probably turn on some memberships on Anfield Agenda, or on Craig Station, excuse me, at some point as well. Yes, nice to have you guys with us. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to see if the chat fills up a little bit before we get going. And yeah, have a little bit of fun. 4-0 Atleti, said Matteo. There you go. Look, I'll have a little read of the starting 11, shall I? For those who are in early. So we'll start with the home side. So Jan Oblak in goal, then it's Savic, Jimenez and Hermoso, the back three. Llorente, Rodrigo de Paul, Koke, Thomas Lemar and Yannick Carrasco. Then it's Luis Suarez and João Felix up top for Atleti. Then for Barcelona, it's Ter Stegen, Mingueza, Piqué, Araujo and Dest. Frankie de Jong, Busquets, Gonzalez, Gavira, Depay and Felipe Coutinho. Ansu Fati, Ricky Puig both on the bench, as well as Neto, Longley, Luke de Jong, Jordi Alba, Sergio Roberto, Umtiti, Garcia and Pena. On the bench for Atleti is Lecomte, Griezmann, Correa, Lodi, Herrera, Saponic, Felipe, Kieran Trippier and Versalco. So yes, plenty of options for both managers on the bench, but look, Barca they're in a bad place at the minute. You know, 2 back-to-back 3-0 Houdens in the Champions League against Benfica away, and then of course at home against Bayern Munich, who didn't even have to get out of second gear to deal with Barcelona as easily as they did. Barca will get battered, in my opinion, to Nora's H14. Thank you, Ryan Healy. Appreciate that, mate. Appreciate you guys coming in to join me as well. I do love a Saturday night game, as I said to you guys last night. And yeah, what a belter this is. Atleti, Barca at the beautiful Wanda Metropolitano. Obviously, us Liverpool fans have great memories of that stadium. Rodrigo de Paul is class, Jamie. Yes, we were actually linked with him at one point when he was at Udinese. I've watched him playing a bit for Argentina as well, and he's certainly a talented footballer. And it was an astute piece of business by Diego Simeone and Atleti to bring him in from Udinese. What's your prediction for this one? I'm going to go 2-1 to Atleti. 2-1 to Atleti. Which hurts me to say, obviously. You guys know, anyone that knows me knows I'm after Liverpool, Barcelona, the only other team that I actually give a shit about, but I can't see it. You know, you look at the 2-11s, you look at the mood around both camps as well. Atleti obviously not in the greatest moment as well. I think that's fair to say. They did get a good win against AC Milan in the Champions League, coming from a goal to nil down with that late Luis Suarez penalty to win it 2-1. Puts them on 4 points just behind us and in that Champions League group. But a little bit of a stuttering start in the La Liga, you know, defending their crown. Where am I watching it? On La Liga TV, mate. On La Liga TV. Thoughts on Conor Gallagher's potential being called to the England squad? He's an excellent player. Palace have done very well to get him in on loan from Chelsea. And again, it just goes to show, I've often spoke about the quality of underage talent that Chelsea have coming through, and Gallagher's just another one of those. So not surprised, you know. I think that Gareth Southgate can be a little bit experimental because, let's be honest about it, they're going to dance through that qualifying group to the World Cup. So, you know, with the likes of, Mason Greenwood, for instance, not being called up for this England squad, probably a good opportunity. Different positions, I know. I'm just talking about bringing through younger players. Yeah, probably a good opportunity for him. Thoughts on Chelsea versus Southampton? I didn't get a chance to watch it. I will watch it match of the day later on. I seen the 3-1 victory. Southampton went down to 10 men, didn't they? But they got it back to 1-1, but Chelsea rallied late on with a couple of goals, one from Werner, I believe. And yeah, look, they got the win, but United dropped points and Everton dropped points, which I suppose is a good thing for us Liverpool fans. You know, they were right behind us, both of them on 13 points, now on 14 points. And if we can get a result against City tomorrow, which is a big if, because it's going to be a difficult game, it sets us up nicely. Keane, how are you, mate? Welcome in. Martin Braithwaite hat-trick incoming. He's not even on the bench, mate. So there'll be no hat-trick coming. He's not playing, nor is he on the bench for Barcelona. So, yeah, there'll be no hat-trick for Braithwaite. Brighton and Arsenal was cracking as well. Loads of chances. I don't know how that finished 0-0, Avnisha. I had it on in the background. I watched the first half, and then when I was doing the Anfield Agenda stream, I had it on in the background. And again, you would have thought that Brighton should have won that game with the chances they created. Werner was class against Southampton, said Erdy. He's injured, yes, Braithwaite. That's why he's not playing tonight. As I said, he's not on the bench. He's not in the starting 11. Callan said, thoughts on United versus Everton? Again, mate, 12:30 kickoff. I wasn't out of bed for that one. I just seen the result. I haven't watched the game. Haven't seen the highlights of it yet. Would I even consider doing a watch-along for a Mallorca game? With a very important win against Levante, which leaves us 8 points. Everything's on the table, Sergio. If I think that there's going to be an audience for it, we'll try a watch-along of anything. You know, this is the first La Liga one we're doing tonight, so let's see if anybody comes in to join us. So if you are new, please do hit the subscribe button, by the way. Drop a like on the stream as well. I'll take you through the game when it starts in 10 minutes time. So we still have plenty of time to have a little chat. Rhythm, how are you, mate? Welcome in. What's your prediction for this one? You know, I'd love to sit here and say a Barcelona win. Of course I would. But honestly, I think Atleti will win. I'm going 2-1. And even at that, I think I'm being a little bit generous. What are my thoughts on the Barca situation? It's a shit show, mate. You know, their wage budget is now down to, I think, 87, 89 million euros a season, which is about 7 times smaller than it was just 2-3 years ago. And, you know, La Liga have their own FFP system in place where all the clubs input all their financial details into the computer, and that gives them out a reading of what they're allowed to spend on turnover to wages and all that kind of complicated stuff. And Barcelona are just not in a good place right now. They just cannot afford to keep on the big players, and they cannot afford to pay huge wages anymore. And look, do I have sympathy? Yes and no. I'll always have sympathy for the fans because it's never the fans' fault that these things happen. But the financial mismanagement that went on there, you know, it's just a shambles, to be honest with you. It just wasn't sustainable, clearly. Thank you, Cosmo. Says love the background. Appreciate that, mate. I've moved the microphone up a little bit higher, so I'm hoping the audio's a bit clearer for you guys. Imagine if Suarez and Griezmann score, it'll be kind of sad. Yeah, it would. But it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, Suarez left Barcelona, ended up winning La Liga with Atleti. So I don't know why they let him go, to be honest with you. Well, probably financially. Oliver said, I wish the Liga was on Sky Sports like it was years ago. I have to watch it on the internet. Yeah, I'm kind of lucky. La Liga TV went in Ireland as part of my BT Sports package that I pay for on top of my Sky Sports package. I get La Liga TV as part of it. So, yeah, a little bit fortunate in that sense. Can I see Arsenal getting top 4? Jesus, no. God, no. Not a hope. Zero chance. I wouldn't even give them 2% hope of getting top 4. They were outplayed again today by Brighton. Should have lost that game. And no, I don't, if I'm being honest with you. I just don't think Arsenal, they've got some good young players. I really like Smith Rowe, really like Saka. I just don't think that they're the calibre of players to be up in the top 4, to be honest. Ramon's going 2-0 to Atletico. MLQ said, thoughts on Koeman? Very unlucky to be managing a club that I'm sure he's absolutely over the moon to be managing at a time when it's probably one of the bleakest periods of Barcelona's recent history, obviously with the financial situation that's going on there, and you've got to feel somewhat sorry for him because He's not in control of the finances, but he probably will be sacrificed as a pawn, to bring in a new manager to try and buy the board some more time. Imagine going from the best striker in the world to De Jong. Yeah, it's not great, is it, mate? Luke De Jong shouldn't be a Barcelona player. We shouldn't be sitting here talking about Luke De Jong as a Barcelona player. What's your sleeping pattern? It's awful, Stanley. I sleep from maybe 6 a.m. until 2, 3 p.m. Yeah, just not a great sleeping pattern at all, mate. Ansu Fati should have started. Himself and Ricky Puig both on the bench tonight for Ronald Koeman's men. Do I think Brighton's going to be up there? I think they'll be top half. Maybe an outside chance of pushing for one of the lower European places, but I think it's just a very good season. Like, you look at the Premier League this season, West Ham doing really well, got a good squad, probably looking to push on, doing well in Europe as well. Where will Leicester be? Where will Everton be? Because, they're right underneath there with Rafael Benitez. Same points as Manchester United. Chelsea, City, Liverpool. Can Spurs come around? How far up will Arsenal get? There's a lot of unknowns there, and I think we're in for a really, really close Premier League season. How do I get up on the 12:30 games? A lot of the times I just don't sleep, to be honest. I get up at about 11. I'll lie in bed, but I won't sleep. But I get up at about 11, and then I'll just go with no sleep for those days. Mateo said Real Madrid and Real Sociedad both looking strong this year. And Addison said he doesn't think Leicester will do as well this season. I kind of agree with you, Addison. There's already some murmurings of discontent around the Rodgers situation. One thing we as Liverpool fans, I suppose, know too well about Rodgers is Europe and Rodgers, they're just not friends. But he just can't seem to get it right in Europe. And will that be his Achilles heel at Leicester? I don't know. But look, I'm looking here at wonderful scenes at the Wanda Metropolitano. What a cracking stadium it is. The atmosphere building ahead of a massive showdown in La Liga. Last season's champions, Atleti, at home against Barcelona. What way is it going to go? I'm looking forward to it. As I said, the first watch-along we've done here on Craig Station. And look, again, I'm going to just let you guys know about Ultima Fan. If you don't already know about it, here's a little bit of a video to help you out as well. So Ultima Fan is a brand new, entirely free fantasy football game that incorporates the concept of FIFA pack openings into the experience. Once you sign up on Ultima Fan, you'll be given a free 10-card pack to put into your team, and you'll score points based on things such as goals, assists, shots on target, tackles won, and clean sheets. You'll also receive a free 3-card player pack every Tuesday of the 38 Premier League game weeks. There's over £300,000 in prizes to be won over the course of the season. And the good news is that even if you miss the start of the season, it doesn't matter, because every single game week there's $8,500 or more in prizes given away, and they pay out as low as 300th place on many occasions. It's completely free to play the app. Download the app, use the app. There are gold and silver packs available if you want to. That is capped at a maximum spend of £5 a month. You don't have to do it whatsoever. As I said, you get your 10 players, you get your 3 every Tuesday of the game weeks. But if you want to upgrade, you want to beef up your team a little bit, you can spend a maximum of £5 a month on gold and silver packs. All you need to do is be a resident of the UK and Ireland, be age 18 plus to download the app. There is a link in the description below that lets the guys at Ultima Fan know that we sent you over. So if you are going to download the app, please do use our link, because it really helps us out. And again, you have a chance to win $8,500 every single week, or your share of a combined £300,000 prize pool. So get yourselves over to Ultima Fan, use the link in the description below, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. Craig, what's your opinion on Fair and how his career has gone? I don't know what that means, mate. Sorry. Opinions on United's situation. That Solskjaer is not good enough. Simple. I say the same thing over and over and over again. And I think most Manchester United fans deep down know that. Like, it's obviously a difficult situation when you're looking at a club legend that comes in to manage the club, whether it be Lampard at Chelsea, whether a future will be Gerrard at Liverpool. You come in and look, let's be honest about it. If Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wasn't a former Manchester United player. There isn't a hope in hell he would have even been interviewed for the Manchester United job because his CV is nowhere near good enough. He is being found to be tactically naive. He's been found to be inept in a lot of occasions. And Manchester United's squad needs a manager, in my opinion, with a better profile, with more used to handling superstars as players. You've got Ronaldo in there now, obviously Bruno Fernandes and the likes as well. And I just don't think he's up to the job. The longer he stays there, the better, as far as I'm concerned as a Liverpool fan. But look, I'm just trying to be honest. You know, United have a good squad. They've made some great purchases, bringing in Rafa Varane, Ronaldo, Jadon Sancho. They're probably a holding midfielder or so away from having a very, 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 very good squad there. And to manage that squad, to get the best out of that squad, you'd want a better manager. And look, I don't think I'm being unfair to say that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is just not up to the job. Dawood said people are really sleeping on Villa. Yes, it's a good point, mate. You know, I probably forgot to mention Villa, but their business has been fantastic. You know, bringing in Leon Bailey, bringing in Danny Ings there as well, bringing in a couple of other people who they've brought in as well, and obviously losing Jack Grealish. And Dean Smith has done a wonderful job with Aston Villa. They're playing full of confidence. Emi Martinez is a great goalkeeper. So yeah, you know, I hold my hands up. I probably should have spoken about Aston Villa when I was mentioning the teams for the European places. Craig, you should see the new Athletic Bilbao Stadium. I've often wanted to go to San Mamés, mate, and you know, Graham Hunter keeps telling me that it's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful place to visit and go to a game of football, and I really do want to try and get over to Athletic Bilbao someday to see a game, because I heard that in the corporate section they have like wines and beers and hams and stuff from the region, and you walk around the entire circle of the stadium and you can try all these different food types and stuff from around the region, which sounds perfect. Right, look, we're about to get on the way here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get the clock ready to go. Again, let me know your thoughts on the game. I'll be taking you right through the full 90 minutes. Just waiting for the clock to start. So, who's going to get the better of this one? Will it be Luis Suarez, João Felix and Atleti, or will it be Memphis Depay and Barcelona? Let's wait and see. Barcelona in their change strip of, I suppose you call it mauve? Is that what you call it? Like a light purple? Atleti obviously in their red and white shirts and their blue shorts. Right, run away. Let's see what happens. Fingers crossed. It's great to have full stadiums back inside La Liga as well. The Wanda Metropolitano looking absolutely fantastic tonight for this massive game. Jersey boys going 4-2 to Atleti. How's your mental health, mate, after leaving Twitter? It's much better, Stanley, mate. I honestly can't tell you how better I feel. How much better I feel, mate. Like, yeah, a lot better, you know. But, yeah, cheers, man. A lot better. Best thing I did. Listen to you, Mauve. I know, I felt like me L1, Jeremy, when I said that. Mauve. And I don't know what other colour to call it, Jeremy. I don't know. What would you call it? Lenore Fresh? I don't know, mate. Anyway, ball in looking for Luis Suarez, but it's gone back out. It'll be another throw into Atletico, right hand side down near the corner flag. Twitter is really toxic, Gayo, yes. And particularly if you're me and people don't like you. it can be you know, it just becomes a horrible circle that you get in on there. Anyway, Barcelona on the counter now. They've worked out left hand side to Memphis Depay. He rolls it down. Early attack here from Barca, but Atleti get enough bodies back. And they managed to clear their lines. But again, a bit of a warning sign there that Barca have got some pace on the counter. Is it violet? There you go. That's probably the right colour. Mick said it's blue on his stream. Sabi, we've got loads of mods at the minute, mate. As the channel grows, yes, of course we'll add in new moderators. But will I ever go back, do you reckon? To Twitter? No, 100%, mate. I don't care if I was offered brand deals to go onto Twitter. I wouldn't go back on. Anfield Agenda's on there, but I don't run the Anfield Agenda Twitter account or the Anfield Agenda Instagram account. I haven't done so for many months. Elevator and Escalator fan said Leicester Barcelona Europa League final. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing West Ham go far in the Europa League. Right, anyway, Barca playing it out from the back. It'll be interesting to see how this one works out, because look, we all know the situation at Barca right now. It's not great. But if you're going to lift yourself up for a game, this is it. Mingueza now at right back. Ball up the line. Again, Barca do well. De Jong. Head up. Ball out right hand side again. Good play by Barca. Nice little ball back inside. They've got space on the left. They do use it. Good ball. Now what can Barca do with this? Dest gets into the penalty area. Goes past a couple of challenges. Rolls it back out to the box. Strike, and it's blocked down. Luis Suarez then goes down just inside his own half. Referee blows up. It'll be a free kick to Atleti. Yes, clock is synced, mate. Clock is synced. Well, it's synced with my TV anyway. Mateo said it is 0, Valencia 0 final result there. Tass said, Van der Sar wrote a personal letter to the United fans a year ago as Ajax CEO, stating, take care of Donny van de Beek as he came through the Ajax Academy. Look at how that made him tear up. Mayor Craig, who'd be your favourite comedian? Right now, Kevin Bridges. Kevin Bridges. Love Kevin Bridges. Almost 4 minutes gone here. Look, ladies and gentlemen, if you are with us for the first time, please do hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video as well. Thoughts on the Ronaldo frustrating video on BT Sport? I haven't seen it, Liam. Haven't seen it. Oh, Savvy, absolutely. Mental health is numero uno priority, mate. João Felix now. He goes down, manages to keep possession though. Referee eventually brings it back. He was being impeded. It's a free kick to Atleti. Look at this. Look at the crowd. Look at the crowd at the Wanda Metropolitano. They're up for it. Saturday night and they're feeling the vibes. And why wouldn't you? Massive game this. Atleti Barca in one of my favourite stadiums around Europe. It's an absolute... Obviously, Liverpool fans, we've got great memories of the Metropolitano. Would I take Donny at Liverpool? Not now. I think calibre-wise, he's a very good footballer, but we don't need Donny van de Beek at Liverpool at this moment in time, to be honest, mate. We have other options if we were to look at trying to bring a midfielder in. That free kick, by the way, was overhit and comes to nothing. It'll be a Barcelona goal kick as the clock ticks to 5 minutes. Do I follow a Serie A team? Outside of Liverpool and Barcelona, I wouldn't say I follow or support any team. No. I have clubs that obviously you'd look out for in each league. And in Italy, I would have always been an AC Milan friendly person, shall I say. Mixes Juventus. Craig, can we promote you to president instead of mayor? No, I think a little time as mayor of football YouTube will do me good, mate. So I'll get into this whole make you uppy believe political thing that we have going on. Going to be a late night for Avnish, started at 12:30 a.m. Saturday, no Avnish, you know what I mean? Saturday night, mate. Da 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 dum dee 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 da dee da da da. Oh, Avnish. Sorry, mate. Bit cringy, I know. Mason, how are you, mate? Welcome in. Did you see Ronaldo walked off down the tunnel when the match was finished? No, I haven't seen anything around the United game yet, mate. No, PTG. Not that I'm aware of, mate. Never say never. Never say never, but there are no plans for it at the minute. I should become the Liverpool manager, Joe. No, you don't want that to happen, fella. Here goes Memphis Depay anyway. The referee says nothing doing there and gives a corner to Barcelona instead, right hand side. Depay's holding his jaw as we speak. You've no idea how wet and cold it is in England. Oliver, I'm only in Ireland, mate. So what I mean? It's not tropical over here, buddy, I can tell you. It's a bit chilly, you know. Last night was the first night I turned the heating on this winter. And I'm heading off to Spain on Wednesday, so I'm looking forward to that. Ball into the box in Barcelona. It goes all the way across. Left hand side, Dest gets there, but he plays it off the Atleti player. It'll be a throw into Barca on that far left hand side. The Arsenal-Brighton game was entertaining enough, H. I thought Brighton should have won it. But yeah, it was one of the more entertaining 0-0s. Barcelona player throws himself to the ground there. Referee's having none of it. Again, it'll be interesting to see if Coutinho can get himself involved in this one. Barca have it now, right hand side. Atleti right hand side. Little 1-2. Suarez back out right hand side. Suarez makes his way into the penalty area. Again, good play this from Lamar. Strike! Pulls it wide. Good little burst of pace there from Thomas Lamar. Cuts inside, gets it onto his left boot. Tries to beat Andre Ter Stegen at his left hand post. Doesn't manage to even get it on target, to be fair. Drags it a little bit wide. Why is Koeman not managing and is in the stands? Sometimes, again, I don't know if he's facing the ban, by the way, but sometimes some managers do that. They do one half up in the stands and then they come down as the game goes on because they think they can view the game better up there. You know, you can see the whole pitch, whereas if you're on ground level, it's not as easy. So there's many managers that actually sit up quite high up, and you see in rugby union particularly as well, the managers are usually up there in the technical box with all the access to the computers and the stats and all. So sometimes it's just a better view of the game and they're able to see things better tactically from a risen perspective. Inter losing to Sassuolo. He has a ban, does he? Thank you, Paul. Appreciate that. He got a red card, so that's why he's up there then. But some managers, I remember Allardyce used to do it a little bit as well. He used to sit up in the stands at times and then come down for the second half. I think, yeah, I agree with Kevin there. He says Atletico to win the match. I'd say so. Who's my favourite Atletico player? Probably, let's be fair about it. I mean, every part of me wants to say Suarez, but probably Jan Oblak, if I'm being honest with you. I think Jan Oblak is probably the one that jump off the page at me. Obviously, you can look at João Felix and his potential, but Jan Oblak's just consistently been amazing. Obviously, always in the conversation around the world's best keepers. And I like his loyalty as well, that he stayed very settled in Madrid and stayed there with Atleti. Do I raise João Felix? Yes. You know, a lot of pressure on his shoulders. Huge transfer fee paid for him when they brought him in from Benfica. And I was surprised because I didn't necessarily think of Atleti as the team that would get the best out of João Felix. But, you know, it remains to be seen if he will push on and live the potential that we all think he has. What's your skincare routine? I don't have one, mate. I just drink lots of water. That's the best skincare routine I would say for anybody. Just make sure you drink plenty of water. What's your opinion on Chiesa? Again, I'm fully getting on board the Chiesa hype train, Masoom. His work rate's phenomenal, isn't it? It's just brilliant. And obviously he knows where the goal is. That goes without saying. But it's that work rate amongst all of his other attributes that make me look at him and go, oh, I can easily see him in a Liverpool team. Now, I don't think we'll sign him, but I could see how he's been linked. Big Beast Alexander, how are you, mate? So what's your thoughts on the Koeman situation? He's very unlucky. You know, he comes into Barcelona, a club that he represented obviously very well. I'm actually old enough to remember Ronald Koeman playing and scoring those belter free kicks for Barcelona. And, you know, the Barcelona job was offered to him. He was the Dutch national team manager. It's hard to say no, particularly when they're a club of your heart like Barcelona would be to Koeman. But it's just been really bad timing for him. The board situation there is not his fault, but he will be the scapegoat. You know, he will be used as a way to buy a bit of breathing space for the board when they sack him. Thank you very much, Ewan. That's really kind, mate. It says, love the content no matter what channel. That's really, really kind of you, dude. Appreciate it. Again, if you are enjoying it, ladies and gents, hit the subscribe button, share the stream, let people know about us. we'll be doing lots of bits and pieces on Craig Station. Some interviews, some watch-alongs of football games, some watch-alongs of boxing, loads of other bits and pieces as well. I've got a few video ideas that I want to put together as well. Khabib was at Old Trafford to watch his mate Ronaldo, and he was benched by Ollie. Whoops. Don't want to be making Khabib angry as well, to be fair. Jeremy said, what's happened to Leicester this season? Such high hopes, good window, but hasn't happened for them. We were just talking about that earlier on, mate, as well, Jeremy. You know, when does Rodgers start to get under a little bit of pressure there? Because, as you've said, Leicester's recruitment has been phenomenal, mate. They're great at unearthing gems for reasonable money, and they probably should be doing better than they are in the league. They, very unlucky last 2 seasons to miss out on Champions League football. I think they've spent more time inside the top 4 than anybody else over the course of those 2 seasons, and yet somehow didn't manage to get Champions League football. I don't know what's going on, Jeremy, but like you, mate, I'm a little bit surprised. Hi Craig, I think Paddy Murphy's a great addition, and I think you and him will make an amazing duo, said Sean Kelly. Yeah, he'll be joining us on Anfield Agenda tomorrow, alright, for the match reaction, and then we've got James Redmond joining us for 2 shows a week as well moving forward. We're trying to build up the channel and again, trying to give you guys more voices that aren't just mine. How do I feel watching Coutinho play for Barcelona? Honestly, a bit sad. Sad for him, sad for the entire situation, because look, I hated seeing him leave Liverpool. It was really difficult. Now I understand that the money we got allowed us to bring in Alisson and Van Dijk, but it would have been more palatable to me if he had have gone to Barcelona and exceeded our expectations and done really well, got his dream move and everything worked out in that sense. But to see what's happened, it feels like a waste of the man's talents, and that's frustrating, because as football fans, no matter where they are, we want to see these players at the peak of their abilities doing what they're capable of, and we know that Felipe Coutinho's capable of a lot more than we've seen at Barcelona. Roberto said, I love James Redmond. I don't do ifs, buts or maybes, I do absolutes. Yeah, that's why we're bringing him on, mate. We want to up the characters. We want to up the moments. We want to up the fun levels on Anfield Agenda. And we want to also give people the platform to show what they can do. Not that James would need the platform. Obviously, he's well established. But, we want the best and brightest on Anfield Agenda. And he's definitely up there. I haven't seen Squid Game, no. People keep asking me about that on Netflix. And it's in my to-watch list, but I haven't watched it yet. 15 minutes gone at the Wanda Metropolitano. Still Atletico de Madrid 0, Barcelona 0. No real gilt-edged chances to speak of yet. Would you do League of Ireland watch-alongs? I'll tell you the honest answer, no. But I want to get up off my arse and go to more League of Ireland games physically. So no to the watch-along side of it, but I do want to get out. A mate of mine looks after the academy system at Wexford Youths, and I want to get down there and watch a bit of what he's doing, and hopefully see Wexford Youths rise back up to the table. But yeah, I definitely need to get going to more games, mate. Creative content said, please be alert around Paddy Murphy. He has some of the most deluded opinions in football. I'm aware of the reputation that precedes him, but I'm also comfortable that I'll be able to bring the best out of... I like to think I'm able to bring the best out of those that are involved in the content from a good perspective. But, we all have opinions that people deem mad or not. Some people thought I was nuts when I said stuff in the past. I've got into hot water over certain topics, but... at the end of the day, another Irish Liverpool fan in the camp, somebody who, we think will provide a different opinion. And that's what it's all about. It's about challenging opinions. So I don't want people involved in the channel who are just going to agree with everything I have to say. That would be no fun. I want people who have their own strong opinions, and let's debate it out and see what comes. Abdul said, do you think James Milner will leave at the end of the season when his contract expires? I hope not. I I get the feeling Klopp would like to keep him around, and I don't know where James Milner's head is at with regards to that, but I think Klopp would like to keep him around. Well, Jeremy said, tough with restrictions at the minute, limited attendances, small grounds, tried to get the Bows recently, no chance, said Jeremy. Hopefully, mate, with the restrictions getting lifted, as you said, RE League of Ireland, on the 22nd, hopefully, we can start getting more people to the games, and I can get my arse up and start going to some more League of Ireland games, particularly the Friday night ones. Barca ball over the top, looking for Depay, well defended by Atleti, and it's hooked away. You use too many mods like walking on eggshells. I use what I think is needed, Carl, and I use what I need to protect me from some of the comments that get aimed at me. So if you don't like it, Carl, sorry mate, but that's the way we do things on the channel. I appreciate your input, I'll take it on board, but it is what it is, dude. Where is there something else I wanted to talk about? Is Liverpool big in Ireland? God, yes. Of course, man. Huge. Liverpool and United, obviously, the two clubs that dominate here in Ireland. The older contingent, there'd be a few Leeds United fans, actually. Some Everton fans, I know a fair few Everton fans as well over here. Some Chelsea, a little bit of a mix, but United and Liverpool would be the two biggest, definitely. What's your dream job when you were a kid? Obviously, it was a footballer, mate. It just wasn't good enough to make that. After that, I always thought I'd end up as a solicitor, if I'm being honest with you. But what I'm doing is a dream. Being involved in making content and watching football, I never thought I'd be doing this. So outside of, being a professional footballer, this is probably the closest thing I've ever dreamt of to being involved in the game. Do I see Atleti going for Salah if he's leaving? Well, firstly, I don't think he'd leave. Shudarshan, I hope I've pronounced that correctly. I hope he signs a new contract, obviously, but I've never really thought about him in an Atleti shirt. It's interesting. But I don't want him to leave, man. I want him to sign on at Liverpool, obviously. What have we got? That was the one I wanted to speak about. Sorry, it was the gentleman that had COVID there. McCorley said, I've got COVID and watching your old videos, and it's really helping me enjoying sorting your mental health out. Firstly, man, get well soon. Really sorry to hear that you're unwell, mate. I hope your symptoms are as mild as possible, obviously. And thank you for watching. Really, ball in. Trying to catch out Ter Stegen. Floats over, it'll be a goal kick to Barca. Yeah, sorry to hear you're unwell, man. Lots of love from all of us, dude. Get well soon. Am I afraid of Man City? Yeah, look, John, you've got to be honest about it and say Manchester City's a formidable team. Excellent manager, great squad depth, and are capable of putting any team to the sword. So we're going to have to be at our best tomorrow. I think the crowd will have a big part to play as well, but I wouldn't say I'm afraid of them, but I certainly respect the ability of what they're going to bring to the game. But I think Liverpool on their day are good enough to beat and challenge anybody with the best starting 11 that we have. So it's what makes these things so intriguing. It's what made it such a ding-dong battle between the two clubs over the past 3-4 seasons. Thank you, Callan. Really appreciate that, my man. Again, if you are enjoying the stream, ladies and gentlemen, do hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video as well. Keep your comments coming. Barcelona with the ball now in midfield, treading it through. Here we go. Oh, keeper comes out. Oblak does well. I thought Coutinho was going to get on the end of that. Seemed to be a little bit of hesitation there from Felipe Coutinho. I wonder if he thought that was it De Jong that was making the run with him, was going to get in. I think it was. Was it De Jong? He's miles onside anyway, Coutinho. But no, he doesn't get there. Oblak comes out and claims it. Am I allowed to say if you support two teams you're a plastic? Of course. I don't like you disrespecting anybody else. I'd rather you worded it differently, Carl, to say I find it weird if someone supports two teams or something. But your opinion is your opinion, mate. All I tell our mods to time people out for are spamming, being bluntly abusive. But I do understand as well, Carl, that mods make mistakes. I appreciate that point, dude, but I have no problem with you saying that. I'd rather use different style of language, but I mean, for instance, I don't know if you're having a dig at me because I said after Liverpool, Barca are the only other team I give a shit about, but If Liverpool played Barcelona, my heart would 100% be with Liverpool. I'd want them. You see my reaction, sure, when we beat them. Have I seen Make Us Dream, the Stevie G's documentary? Yes, I did finally see it. Darlia reckons that Mane scoring the winner tomorrow. That'll do me. That will do me. Remember watching you at 10k and you were the GOAT then, still the GOAT now, said Jay Sarney. I'm just me, man. I'm nothing. I'm not special. I'm not anything. I'm just me. And I'll tell you what I've always said. I don't know where the fuck anybody watches, but I appreciate it. Here we go. João Felix now. Ball inside. Suarez, lovely ball around the corner. Lamar. Oh, he scored. He scored. Thomas Lamar. I thought maybe Ter Stegen had got enough on it to knock it over the bar. He did get a strong left hand on it, but Lamar scores, and that's a wonderfully worked goal from Atleti to take the lead here. João Felix picked up the ball. He ran direct, played the ball into Luis Suarez. Little ball around the corner, and Thomas Lamar was there. Keeper comes out, lifts it above him, gets a good strong left hand on it, and I thought it was actually going to go over the bar, but it lifts into the roof of the net, and Atleti are 1-0 up here against Barcelona, and you have to say it was a devastating piece of play. It really was. Great vision by João Felix, lovely little ball around the corner from Luis Suarez, and a calm, composed finish by Thomas Lamar to make it 1-0 to Cholo Simeone's men. Again, lovely little ball. And first time, look at that from Suarez. It's all about the weight of that pass as well. And what a tidy finish that was from Lamar. Again, gets it onto his left foot. Eyes on the keeper. He comes out, lifts it up a bit. Does take a little nick, but goes above Andre Ter Stegen into the roof of the net. And Atleti have the lead. Just brushes off Ter Stegen, who tries to get a left arm on it. And it ends up in the top of the goal. And Lamar gives Atleti a 1-0 lead. Very good goal indeed, Jeremy. Yeah, very good goal. Lovely bit of play. João Felix into Luis Suarez. Suarez, first time touch around the corner. Lamar gets on the end of it and makes no mistake. We've got our first goal of the game. Very good goal indeed to the elevator cage. Yeah, it's class. Have I been to Anfield? Yes. Many times, mate. Right, what have Barca got? Can they come back into this one? Again, just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't yet downloaded the fantastic Ultimate Fan app, you can do so with the link in the description below. It is entirely free to play. Once you're a UK or Irish resident, age 18 and over, you get your chance to win up to $8,500 each week, or your share of £300,000 completely free. Think of it as FIFA pack openings and FPL combined into one. Really cool app. Build your squad throughout the course of the season with your free 10-player pack when you sign up. Every game week, every Tuesday of the 38 Premier League game weeks, you'll receive a 3-player pack free as well to upgrade your team. And if you want to buy gold and silver packs, you can do that with a maximum spend of £5 per month. Again, there is a link in the description to Ultimate Fan if you haven't downloaded it yet. Right, Jensk said, "Hi Craig, don't care about football anymore after today." There you go. One of them days, Jensk. We've all had them, mate. We've all had them, and we'll all have many more of them, dude. It's amazing how football can fuck with your entire week, isn't it? Jeremy said, "Get Ansu Fati on it. Sad seeing Barca look so average." Yep, and Ricky Pooch is also on the bench as well, if Barca want to shake things up. Abdul said, "I remember Craig and Connor went to the Anfield for the Wolves game when we lost out in the league by 1 point. We actually didn't. We were in the beer cellar. We did a meet and greet for that game, mate. We met up with a load of Liverpool fans in the beer cellar and watched that game. We've been over at Anfield as Anfield Agenda for a fair few things. We were there for a few of the ball in, chance out to the box. Coutinho, I thought that was in. Coutinho comes onto it, edge of the box, ball breaks on the half volley. Puts his boot through it. I thought he just about steered it inside the right hand post of Oblak, but no, about a yard wide. Very close there from Coutinho. Did well to control the strike, actually, to get his foot over the top of it. And I thought that was in, but no, about a yard wide of the right hand post there of Jan Oblak. Close though. And we've been over for like We've been to a couple of games, but we've been over for the screenings as well when we played like City away and we played Roma away in the Champions League and stuff like that. But I was supposed to go over for the Villa game last season, but COVID came in March and the Villa game was in April, so I never got to go. Am I excited for tomorrow? Excited, nervous, yeah, both. Oh, here we go. Suarez. Oh, he's pulled it wide. Very similar situation. A little 1-2 on the edge of the box. Luis Suarez played in left-hand side of the penalty area. He's got plenty of space to work with. Ball's rolled in. It was a beautiful little pass there. I think João Felix rolls it into Luis Suarez. He tries to pick out the far corner. I thought it was a 1-2 at first. It wasn't. It was a ball played into João Felix, who then cushioned it out to Luis Suarez. Should have made it 2-0. And he knows he's missed a great opportunity there, as does Simeone on the touchline. Any more meetups planned? Would love to meet you and Connor. Yeah, 100%, mate. As soon as the world gets back to normality, we'll definitely be doing a couple in Ireland, hopefully 1 or 2 in the UK, and potentially 1 or 2 in Europe as well. So yeah, I've always wanted to take Anfield Agenda on the road and do some live podcasts and stuff. Craig is scouting Coutinho. Not quite, but you know, I'm looking forward to the rest of the game here. 28 minutes gone. Atletico Madrid 1, Barcelona 0. For those coming in a little bit late, it was Thomas Lemar with an excellent goal. A really good team goal, actually, to be fair. It was João Felix who picked up the ball. He played the ball into Luis Suarez, who played a beautiful cushioned pass into the path of Lemar, who lifted it over the onrushing Andre Ter Stegen to give Atletico Madrid a 1-goal lead. Do I think Juve are back after winning against Chelsea and Torino 1-0 and defending incredible? It's good to see them getting those results, mate. And look, I won't lie to you, I did not see them beating Chelsea, and obviously a Turin derby against Torino, a good result as well for them to win 1-0 there. So it's promising signs, mate. Yes. Have I ever done a Barca stadium tour? I did, yes, Joe. It's one of them you do it on your own. I'm sure you've probably been there yourself, mate. Actually, we were lucky when we went there. It was a long time ago now. My wife was pregnant with our youngest son Lucas, who's now 9. But they'd won the Champions League, so you know, all Big Ears was there when we did the stadium tour, and we could get a picture taken. Here we go. Oh, De Jong. Oh, Memphis Depay headed it back across goal. Frankie De Jong came charging in, tried to just get studs in it, couldn't get there. De Jong's looking for a penalty, or not De Jong. Depay. You were never pushed there, mate. Never a penalty there. But yeah, just a yard or two, just a tiny bit ahead of Frankie De Jong, who was making a late burst into the box and just couldn't get his studs on the end of it. Am I nervous about tomorrow's game? Yes. Nervous and excited. You should start a career mode on this channel. Strongly thinking of doing it, mate. I was only talking to Connor about it before I went live on the stream, saying it's something I might consider doing. Alright. Jeremy was at the new camp for Barca's 1-1 game against Spurs. Amazing stadium. A little bit decrepit, Jeremy, you know they need to upgrade it. They know that themselves. But look, yeah, what a huge stadium it is. And I'll tell you one thing, Jeremy, I wouldn't like to be in the very top row at the back. I'd be very nervous up there. I'd love to see you play FIFA, said James. Mate, it would involve me smashing shit and getting angry. Trust me. Probably one of the reasons I haven't done it yet is I don't want to break all the kids' controllers. Thanks, Keith. Yeah, I'm excited as well, mate. Excited to have Paddy on. Excited to get James on as well moving forward. We've a couple of other new faces we'll be introducing soon as well. So for those that do tune into Anfield Agenda, I hope you continue to enjoy it, because we're trying to bring you the best and the brightest and a good mix of opinions. And have lots of fun while we're doing it. That's the most important thing. Joe, you're going to miss the first half tomorrow in work till 5. Ooh. Yeah, tough one that, mate. Hopefully if you have the sliding out earpiece in your ear or something to at least listen to the coverage on the radio or whatever. After the Premier League, which league do you think is the best football? Normally I would have said La Liga in a heartbeat, but I have to say I like the German league. I like the technical aspect of the German league, and I like the fact that they're able to give young players a chance, and you know they're not under as much pressure perhaps as Premier League managers are. I'm not saying it's the best after the Premier League, but probably the league. Look, my backup league is always La Liga, always will be La Liga, you know, because I'm always trying to keep a track on Barcelona's games. But I would say Bundesliga, perhaps. Although the French league has come on as well, in fairness. You know, I don't like the French league being called the Farmers League. I think that's very, very unfair. Jeremy, so what stadium's on the bucket list? Oh, man. So with regards to England, I've done your stadium. Jeremy, I was actually there for the AJ fight as well at the weekend, and it still blows me away, man. Every time I set foot in Spurs Stadium, I just go, fuck me, this is amazing. But yeah, I want to get to the Bernabeu, never been there. I want to get to the Allianz Arena in Munich. I want to get to the Mercedes-Benz Arena in Atlanta in the US. I want to get to the Dallas Cowboys Stadium, and I want to see that new Raider Stadium in Las Vegas. They'd be on my bucket list, mate. And I do love a good stadium, but they don't come much better, Jeremy, than the Spurs will make. That is sensational. You should create a club instead of doing one. Yeah, I'm up for all ideas, mate. All Black comes out, referee blows up, said the Athletic keeper was impeded there. It'll be a free kick to Athletic just on their own 6-yard line. The new den. Never been to Millwall's ground. I wouldn't say it's on top of my list of priorities. Although my wife does have some family in that part of London. Mohammed said, you've been through a mental breakdown recently, but your channel's content has been cheering you up so much. Well, look, I'm obviously happy to hear, mate, that you enjoyed the content. But first and foremost, dude, my condolences on what you've been through. You know, obviously, I'm not going to say I know how you feel, but I know what the situation is like, my man. And I won't underplay what you've been through, dude. You know, I don't know your personal circumstances, but I'm glad to hear that you're seeing brighter days ahead, dude. I'm glad to hear that you're optimistic. And, you know, we're here, man, if you ever need us. You know, I often talk about community, Mohammed, but I mean it. All the well-being of all of our subscribers and all of the people that I view as friends on the channel, it means a lot to us. So, you know, great to have you in, man. And if you ever need to open up, you won't be judged by us, dude. I can promise you that. What Premier League stadiums have I been to? Old Trafford, Anfield, Spurs Stadium. I think that's it, in all honesty. Yep, I think that's it. I've never been to a Liverpool away game. Never been lucky enough to go to an away game in the league. Yeah, that's it. Connor's been to Craven Cottage. I haven't been to Craven. Connor's been to Stamford Bridge actually as well. His ex-girlfriend was a Chelsea fan, so he was dragged kicking and screaming to Stamford Bridge for a game. But yeah, I think they're the only ones I've been to. The Italian Eagle said Serie A is the second hardest for him. Bundesliga a close third. Interesting to see actually that Wales are potentially entertaining the idea of going back to the Principality or the Millennium Stadium as I'll always know it. You know, they did move from there to Cardiff, but maybe with Welsh football at a good moment, they're looking to get the capacity back up. So it'll be interesting to see if they do make the move at some point. Jeremy said, Upton Park away, most terrifying experience of his life. I miss the old stadiums like that, Jeremy. You know, Upton Park, Highbury, you know, sawdusts, kind of blood and guts, spit on the floor, you know, them type of stadiums. But look, you know, I understand you need to move with the times. And as I said, the way Spurs... I can't find any fault in Spurs Stadium at all, Jeremy. Other than... it's a pain in the arse to get a drink from that long bar at times. But other than that, man, that Spurs Stadium is magnificent. Who's your favourite ever player to watch? Diego Armando Maradona. 205 people in the chat. Lovely to have you guys with us. I hope you're enjoying the game. It is still Atletico Madrid 1, Barcelona 1, but both sides have had chances. And it's kind of living up to what I'd hoped for, to be honest. 8 minutes left in the first half. Thomas Lemar, Shane. Thomas Lemar. It was a lovely goal. Lovely team goal, Shane. So, João Felix picked the ball up, rolled it into Luis Suarez, who played a lovely first-time cushion pass round the corner. And Thomas Lemar opened up his body on his left foot and lifted over Andre Ter Stegen into the roof of the net. It was a very good goal. What do you think would be the result of the match between Liverpool and City? Obviously, I'm biased and I'm going to predict a Liverpool win, but you know, you could see any result happening. You could see City winning, you could see Liverpool winning, you could see a draw. I'm going to obviously back Liverpool to win, man, because they're my team. So I'm going to go 2-1 was my prediction. Countryside or City? Me, 100% countryside, mate. Once I have Wi-Fi, you know, I'm happy to live out in the arsehole of nowhere away from human beings. I'm not a very social person. So, yeah, for me, ideally, maybe, let's say, 5 or 6 miles outside of a town, so I can get in there if needs be. But, yeah, once I've got Wi-Fi, stick me anywhere. But, yeah, I'll get worried and anxious around big crowds like that, really. So, I'm not a city person. Throw into Atleti, right-hand side. Do I think Man City will dominate the ball tomorrow? You would imagine that that's the plan for them, mate, you know. And as I said to you, for Liverpool, I think the best chance we have is to make it a broken game, a crazy game, an attack game, and try and disrupt Manchester City. Because if we let them get into a rhythm and dominate the ball and keep possession, it's going to be a long 90 minutes. Paddy O'Donovan agrees with me, countryside all the way. Yeah. And I was very lucky where I grew up. Where I grew up in Shankill kind of had the best of both worlds. So it was countryside pretty much when I was growing up. Loads of greenery, loads of fields, loads of places to play with my mates, hang around. But I had the dart line as well to train to get me into Dublin city centre if I needed to. Free kick to Atleti, another ball into the box from Barcelona. But again, referee adjudged there was a foul in there from Barca and it's a free kick out to Atletico. Who do you realistically see winning the Champions League? I think it will be either Liverpool, City, Chelsea, Bayern Munich or PSG. I can't see anybody outside of those 5. United, a very, very, very outside chance. But I think one of those 5, mate. Now, Bayern are flying at the minute. I probably have Bayern as my favourites. What's my McDonald's order? 2 plain cheeseburgers and 6 nuggets with a curry dip and a strawberry milkshake. I'm not mad on... I like McDonald's fries, to be fair. They're probably the best of all of them, but I'm not mad. I'm not a big chip person, so... yeah, 2 plain cheeseburgers, 6 nuggets and a sweet curry dip. And an apple pie if I'm feeling extra fat. Because, to be fair, who doesn't love a McDonald's apple pie? That's lots of teams you picked. Yes, it's 5. It's the Champions League, mate. You know, you can't say with any confidence that one team is going to win it because, you know, a red card, a penalty decision, one poor performance, and you could be out on your ear. So, you know, I think the Champions League is really difficult to predict each season. Jeremy said chipper chips all the way. If you get them good, Jeremy, you know, I hate seeing skin on chips or, you know, eyes of potatoes and chips and stuff like that. So I'm with you, man. If you get a good bag of Bischoff's fish and chips or something, mate, drowned in salt and vinegar, yes. You usually get 4 chicken mayos, 1 small fries and a small Coke. Nice. I love the fact that on our streams people know straight away. Yes, we'll talk some football and shit, but we'll waffle. We'll talk about crisps, McDonald's orders, fucking bacon, anything. This is what I love about these streams. We can talk about whatever we want. Who scored? It was Thomas Lemar, Keane. Thomas Lemar. Who do I think is the best Barca player? let me just say, if I was to take a Barca player, I'd take Frankie de Jong. Or Pedri. But Depay has had a good impact at Barcelona. But yeah, for me, I'd take Frankie de Jong or Pedri. You get chips, 6 nuggets and a Fanta. That's a good standard order, that. Any dip, though. You know, I need to know your dip game, ladies and gentlemen, because, you know, you can tell a lot about somebody from the McDonald's dip choice. If the answer's not sweet curry, by the way, you've lost me. You know, my son goes between sweet curry and sweet and sour. Honest Chelsea rating in the Premier League. John, they were my favourites to win the league this season, Chelsea. I said Chelsea, Manchester City, Liverpool and United. That was the order I predicted before the season began. Kieran likes a garlic dip. Sweet and sour for Paddy. Good man, Paddy. Big Mac, chips, barbecue dip. Vanilla milkshake. Oh, Stanley. You've let me down. Who orders a vanilla milkshake? Is that what I mean? Vanilla. It's too boring, dude. I love the mint milkshakes around Paddy's Day. They're delicious. My son has a chocolate milkshake, though. I don't like chocolate ice cream at all. Vanilla, though. I think you're the first person I've ever met that I know orders a vanilla milkshake. Oliver, how are you, mate? Welcome in, Oliver Sinclair. What are your thoughts on Curtis Jones' performance recently? I hope he starts tomorrow. Shubham, I think he's been... Oh, here we go. Great chance. Ball over the top to Suarez. He brings it down. 2-0. Luis Suarez scores against Barcelona. Gerard Piqué got back on the line, but even with Piqué there, Luis Suarez picked out the far left-hand corner, passed it in, and Atletico have their second just before half-time, and the pressure continues to mount on Ronald Koeman and Barcelona. Luis Suarez, former Barcelona superstar, obviously, bags one today, and it was a very good finish as well. Another good bit of build-up play. Good vision to spot him. I think it was Lamar. I'll watch the replay. Lovely little ball over from left to right to Luis Suarez. He brings it down, takes his time, composes himself. Ter Stegen comes out towards him, but he picks out the bottom left-hand corner. And even though Barcelona did have Gerard Piqué on the line, they couldn't stop him. 2-0 to Atleti. Came from deep inside their own half as well. João Felix played a lovely ball to Lamar. Lamar gets his head up. Piqué is stranded in between the two of them. Ball over the top to Suarez. Then Piqué decides to try and get back on the line, but Suarez just calmly and composed passes the ball into the corner. There you go. Has a little look around his shoulder as well to see if anyone was closing in, but did the right thing, and just a little pass into the far corner. And it's 2-0 Atleti, and Barcelona in a world of trouble yet again. Did he celebrate? He did this. I don't know what that means, but yes, he celebrated, but not like overly celebrated. Definitely no offside or anything like that to worry about. Piqué was certainly playing him onside. Perfect timing for Atleti as well, just before half time. Build up was similar to the first goal, said Mick. What's the most I would pay for a good steak? €40. Probably €40. Now, if we're going Wagyu beef, I might lift that up a little bit. Immediately my instincts going fillet steak here, but it depends where I am and how much money I have at the time. But usually if I'd go out, I'd look for somewhere between €30 and €40 would be max I'd pay for a fillet steak. Do I rate Allegri as a coach and tactician? Yes, 100%. I don't know why Juventus ever allowed him to go in the first place, mate. He seems like the perfect man for Juventus, and having him back there, I think will be it's the right move for everybody. Anyway, free kick here to Barca, left hand side. Ball in. Oh, takes a little nick, goes through. The referee blows up for half time though. Barcelona looking to get one straight back there. It was Depay with the free kick, floated it into the box, but came to nothing, and it is half time. Atletico Madrid 2, Barcelona 0. Just stop the clock. Favourite dinner. Uh, Probably. I think most people's probably be a Sunday roast, wouldn't it? I had a lovely one in London actually. The hotel or the pub with the rooms that we were staying in did a lovely Sunday dinner, man. We had one before we left. It was delicious. Do we have Weatherspoons in Ireland? Yeah, they came in maybe in the last 10 years anyway, Jack. They came over to Ireland, Weatherspoons, and yeah, there are some in Ireland. Salah or Hazard? Salah, 100%. I've had this conversation with loads of people. I don't even understand how it's a conversation. MLQGT said they keep bringing on Ansu Fati too late when it's 2 or 3-0. Oliver, it's your birthday on Monday. Happy birthday to you, my man. Happy birthday. Online Odie said you love a nice spaghetti bolognese. Yeah, there's something really homely, isn't there? Something really satisfying about a nice home cooked spaghetti bolognese, mate. I agree. Salah or Suarez? Salah. Callum said he's a United fan, but Salah is clear. Joshua said, Craig, I love you as a United fan. Thank you, mate. I read that weird firstly. I read, Craig, I love you as a United fan, as in thinking I was a United fan, but thank you, man. That's really, really appreciated. And if you are enjoying it, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, do hit that subscribe button. And again, want to give a little shout out to this fantastic app as well, the Ultima Fan app. If you haven't downloaded Ultima Fan yet, it is a free football fantasy game that incorporates FIFA pack openings into the experience. Once you sign up, you'll get a free 10-player card pack to put into your team, and you'll score points based on things like goals, assists, shots on target. You'll also get a free 3-card player pack every Tuesday of the 38 Premier League game weeks. There's £300,000 of prizes to be won over the course of the season, and best of all, there are cash prizes every single game week, so it doesn't matter if you miss the start of the campaign. It's completely free to play, but if you so want, you can buy gold and silver packs to increase your chances of getting quality players and getting into the money. They cap the spend on gold and silver pack at a maximum of £5 a month. This game week alone, there's over £8,500 in prizes to be won, completely free to enter, as I said. Use the link in the description below. You do have to be a UK or Irish resident, age 18 plus to play. And again, let me know how you get on with it, because we want you to get in the money. We want you to put a few quid in your pocket, and it is entirely free to download and play. All that we ask is you do use the link in the description of the stream below, because that's our link. It lets them know that we sent you. And again, let me know how you get on with the app if you do use it. I opened up another gold pack today myself, actually signed up and said, do you know what, I'm going to splash out. And I opened up a gold pack today, and it saved me a little bit. I won't lie, my team was looking a bit weak, but got a few decent players today. Online Odie said, I'm a United fan and I agree with everything you said about Ollie earlier. And look, mate, I don't say it to be demeaning, because I hope you'll know at this point that I'm a football fan that is happy to acknowledge other people's positives and other clubs' good assets. But yeah, look, I just don't think, if he wasn't a former United player, he wouldn't have even been interviewed for the job, let's be honest. So yeah, I think a lot of United fans want him to do well, rightly so. Be the same if Stevie G came in to manage Liverpool, or it would have been the same when Frank Lampard was at Chelsea. You want him to do well because they're a club legend, of course you do. But if you take off our tinted glasses, he shouldn't be anywhere near the club. Have I played FIFA 22 yet? No. Considering we've given away one, you think I might have played it, but no, not yet. I haven't. Erzulu said Barca falling apart. Love it. What else is there? What do I think of Rafa at Everton? Yeah, it's a very unique situation. So to me, when you're speaking about Rafael Benitez and Liverpool, I think it goes beyond football. He loves the city. He loves the people. His family, his daughters were raised there. He's always kept his house in that area as well. And, you know, he wasn't going to get a chance to manage Liverpool again. I'm sure they jumped at it. And I think enough time has passed that I certainly don't think any less of Rafael Benitez, because I'm grateful for all the work that he done, both for the club, obviously for the Hillsborough Justice campaign as well, the money he donated to that campaign, the great charity work that himself and his wife have done in the city. They've brought kids over to Disneyland Paris. They've done lots of great stuff. And yeah, look, in an ideal world, he wouldn't have managed Everton. But, you know, I think he just loves the city. And he loves football, and he loves the city for footballing reasons as well. So I think Everton should count themselves very lucky to have Rafa at the club. I think he's a very good manager. And I think you're seeing that now. Like, they're joint points with Manchester United at the minute, 14. Same as Liverpool, although we've a game in hand. So I think he'll do a good job, sadly, at Everton. Yeah, as Mick said, he's a special man. It goes beyond football. Yeah, he just loves the city of Liverpool and the people, red or blue. And as I said, himself and his wife, just great people that transcend football. Do I rate Wan-Bissaka? Yes. Who's the better cook, you or your wife? Me, because I've worked as a professional cook. Yeah, my wife has some stuff she makes really well, of course she does, but I'm so fussy that I usually just cook all my own dinners anyway. But yeah, my daughter's a great baker though. My daughter's her bakery game is up there, so I've got to give a shout out to my daughter. Is Paddy Murphy the guy from TikTok? You're doing content, because if that's it, it's going to be class. Yes, it is. You know, we're bringing on all the big hitters to Anfield Agenda. Paddy Murphy coming on, James Redmond coming on. We've got another new face you'll see on Tuesday as well. And yeah, we want to just bring you guys. Yeah, look, some of it's going to be a little bit tasty, shall we say. There will be opinions that people won't agree with, but I think that's the whole point of it. You know, we want to give people the opportunity to get a whole host of different viewpoints on football and on the game. Some sensible, like Steve Bland. Some lunatics, like me, James Redmond, probably Paddy Murphy. But I mean that in a good way. You know, it's not going to be boring, put it that way. And I'm looking forward to getting stuck in with the lads and seeing how we all get on. And hopefully we can continue to grow Anfield Agenda and become a platform that can give more people an opportunity, because that's what I've always wanted. I want this to be a place where, you know, we reach across the divide. We reach over to other channels, bring them on, have a chat. I think that there's enough limelight and enough positive space for all of us to be in. And I'm delighted that the lads are coming on to give their insights. How old are your kids? My daughter's 17 and my son is 9. Excited about James Redmond and yourself, even as a United fan. I love football chats. Thank you, Joshua. Yeah, he's a good lad, James. He's really entertaining. I love his outlook. I know I've only got to speak to him recently, actually in person, like over the phone, and he's just so positive, and he just radiates positivity and he radiates good vibes, and that's what I like. I like people with that outlook, with that attitude, that don't take themselves too seriously, that want to have a little bit of fun. And yeah, I hope we can help James get to where James wants to be. And again, I think James will have a big impact on our channel as well. So it's a win-win. You don't know how it works, Leah, try it, said the wife. Said Mick, yeah. There you go, Mick, come on. What's the best football academy? There's a lot of them, mate. You know, you look at Ajax, you look at Barcelona, you look at Chelsea, you look at Liverpool, you look at Leicester, you look at Southampton. There are a lot of great football academies out there. Kante or Fabinho in terms of quality? Look, how do I say this? For Liverpool, Fabinho, because we need Fabinho to perform that unique role. Kante, of course, can do that defensive midfield role, but Kante can also play on the front foot. So, you know, I would say they're both world class. And I love N'Golo Kante for so many reasons. As a man, you know, with the way he carries himself and the way he goes about his business. As a footballer, sensational. You know, one of the best in the world, one of the best midfielders still in the world. I think still underrated, even after everything he's achieved. But I wouldn't swap Fabinho at Liverpool for anyone, because he is so important to our system. Who do your kids support? My son is only starting to get into football, you know, and I'm trying. Obviously, he's got Liverpool shirts galore, So, I let him make his own way. My daughter is not really a big football fan. She's more into gymnastics and stuff like that. And my wife's a Forest fan. Is Jack on a break? Look, I'll be honest with you, cards on the table, I'm unsure of what the situation is at the minute because I'm letting Connor deal with it. All I'll say is the door is never closed. That's all I'll say. But I'm letting Connor take care of it because often at times I think people think I make all the decisions, and I keep reminding I don't own Anfield Agenda. I own half of Anfield Agenda. Connor owns the other half. So any decisions that are made are always made by the two of us. I get all the heat for them. Don't get me wrong, I get all the abuse when a decision's made, but this time around, I think Connor's closer in age to Jack, so they probably have a similar perspective. So I'm letting Connor chat with Jack about that situation. I'm staying out of it. Craig, I know someone has said if Ollie loses against Liverpool, he's going to be sacked. Still a way to go though, Tyler, to be fair, before we play United. That's not until later in the month, but I don't want them sacked. I want them there. Leave them there, winning nothing. Mr. Tumble loves Spuds. We don't need any more mods at the minute, mate. We're a small channel here and we've got plenty. But as always, we'll keep you in mind, mate, if the channel continues to grow. Are you still friends with Goldbridge? Yeah, we exchanged messages. There was no fallout with me and Mark. That's what I don't understand with people. They love drama and they love to think that there's beef on YouTube and stuff. But no, it was just, we looked at a situation with two different perspectives. I appreciate his perspective. I think he understands my perspective. And yeah, we're still mates. We still exchange voice notes and messages fairly regularly. We're messaging yesterday, the day before. Yeah, there's no issues there. I don't like to fall out with anyone, mate. I want to get on with everyone. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Put it that way. Were you sad when Messi left, considering Barcelona? Yes, of course, Joe. I would have ideally liked to have seen Leo Messi finish his career at Barcelona. Craig, I envy you Liverpool fans. Look at the mess we're in. Cave, nice to see you in, man. Haven't seen you in a while, dude. Yeah, look, it is. Isn't it a mess, mate? And it's always the fans, Cave, that suffer, isn't it? Like the Barca fans right now, they weren't responsible for what happened with the finances of the club. And, not only have you guys lost Leo Messi, but you've had to lose a lot of other players as well. And I suppose the big worry now will be, can Barca keep hold of Ansu Fati, Pedri, Ricky Puig, and all the other great talents coming through as well. So I do feel for you, man. I do. Because it's always the fans that suffer. Club fucks up financially or something like that. The fans are always the one that end up suffering. Who scored the goals? First one, H, came from Thomas Lemar, and the second one was Luis Suarez. Are you going to be invited on Driving with Goldbridge? That's not a question I can answer you, dude. This is not my show. All good, Cafe, man. Just nice to see you back in the chat. I hope your exams went well. Craig, can United win the league if they sack the clown and bring in somebody like Conte this month? Well, look, anything is possible. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're within striking distance to win the league. Do I think they have a squad that can win the league? Not yet. Nearly there. A better manager will certainly help the cause, but I still think they need to, and I think United fans will agree on this, you need to sort out the DM position. Fred ain't it. McTominay's better than Fred in my opinion, and you also need to figure out what's going on with the Pogba situation. Is he leaving? Is he going? How to get the best out of him? How to fit in all that attacking talent that Solskjaer has at his disposal there? Because there's an embarrassment of attacking riches for United. Glad to hear your exams went well, Cave. Nice one, mate. Daniel said, Craig, just got my geography exam results. You got 98%. Look at Daniel. Go, Daniel. 98%, man. Nice. Well done, man. Well played. James, Irish James said, Craig, if you don't mind, could you explain what happened with Jack? I've had a busy week. Look, these things, like everything, like I spoke about Mark, these things shouldn't be talked about in public because, one, Jack deserves privacy, and we deserve privacy, and anything that we speak about behind the scenes should be kept there. So what I'll say is Connor is in communication with Jack. Sometimes people can underestimate not the work that goes into a channel, but how time consuming it all is. And if you've already got a full-time job, which Jack has, if you want a life, which of course being 22 years of age Jack wants, rightly so, wants to have a social life as well, it's difficult to balance things. And if you add into that the internet situation, which isn't great, it makes it difficult for us to be able to fulfill our obligations that we have as well to sponsors and stuff like that. So ideally, I hope we find a situation, because we love Jack. You know, Jack to me he's all the potential in the world as a host, very knowledgeable on his football, particularly with underage. And again, I want to help Jack or James Redmond or Paddy or whomever is part of the Anfield Agenda team. I want to help them achieve everything they want to achieve in life. I want to help them negotiate their brand deals. I want to help them get to the top of this industry. And if they bypass me on the way, I will fucking pat them on the back and say, well done, because that's what I want. I want to help change people's lives, like you guys have helped change my life. And I want to repay that to Jack, to James Redmond, to Paddy Murphy, to Connor, and to Steve, and any other contributors on our channel. So that's all I can say to you. After that, you know what I mean? Some things have to stay private. How did you grow your YouTube channels? I haven't got a clue, Ben. People ask me that all the time, mate. We're on the way in the second half, by the way. I don't know, man. I don't know how the hell Anfield Agenda has 120,000 subscribers. I've no idea. I wouldn't watch me. But one bit of advice I'll give to anybody, if anybody wants advice, is just to be consistent. If you're you're doing shows at 8:30, do your shows. If you can get into a rhythm and people know when to expect your content, that's it. Just be consistent. I'd say try and be as professional as you can, but I don't mean that from a point of view of what you say, because let's be honest, I'm not very professional the way I go about stuff. But behind the scenes, I promise you, we run this very, very professionally. We plan things through, think things out, work in advance, and we've had to learn on the fly. So all these, brand deals or partnerships with companies, we've negotiated all these ourselves. We've had nobody helping us out on it. And it's been a learning experience. We've shit the bed sometimes, as you do. And we've got some things right. But I just want to keep reiterating that the door is open to everybody here at Anfield Agenda. I want to get Anfield. I want to get Drifty across doing a show. I want to get James Redmond across doing a show. I'd love to get everybody that's up and around Liverpool content together doing shows on Anfield Agenda, as well as their own channels, because I think there's a lot of great fans out there with really good opinions and really entertaining people. When did you get your first tattoo? So my dad was really against tattoos. I think he comes from a family of seven or eight, and I think it was the only one without a tattoo, if my memory's right. Well, maybe his eldest sister, but he's certainly the only male in his family without a tattoo, so we didn't like them. My dad passed away when I was 21, and I got my first tattoo after he passed away, because I wouldn't get one while he was alive, because they weren't his thing. So yeah, 21. Your Liverpool away kit just arrived, Daniel. Nice one. That's class, man. Very difficult to get them. It's been quite a popular kit, the away one, so delighted for you, mate. Well played. Cosmos, thank you, man. Channel's awesome, mate. Additions would make it even more. Thanks, Ryan. And yeah, look, see, one of the good things about me is I don't have an ego, so I don't think I need to be front and centre. I need to be priority number one on the channel. I don't. I want people to do better than me, because I love the idea of people getting to live their best lives. And yeah, I mean, I use Chunks as an example. I mean, I think Chunks is living all of our best lives. Man's doing Links Africa ads, talking about AJ, and that's beautiful to see. I love the fact that we have these options now. KFC or Nando's? Nando's. Nando's, man. Defo. Although it is overpriced. Liam, thank you, man. You're really kind. That's class. What type of content will Paddy be doing? I don't know yet, mate. He's only scheduled to come in and do one thing tomorrow. There's been no conversation. I actually haven't spoken to Paddy. It's been Connor that's been sorting it out. So we'll see how Paddy gets on. We'll see how Paddy's availability is. And, we'll go from there. What's the game been like? It's been good, Dylan. Barca, they've had chances in the first half. Felipe Coutinho came really close with a good half volley from the edge of the box. And they're on the attack here now. But both of Atleti's goals were very good team goals, good build-up play, and good finishes as well. Sabrina, did you put out the wash it? No, it was close. I asked her, would you turn off the dishwasher, because it was beeping, because it was finished. And even a little beep like that will throw me off, because it'll distract me. So that's what I was shouting up when I muted. You were close though. You got the word wash right in there. The Depay now bursts into the penalty area. Does he get a corner out of it? Yes, he does. Referee originally thought it was a goal kick, but the linesman overruled and pointed out to the corner. So it'll be corner to Barcelona here in the first 5 minutes of the second half. Right decision as well. Memphis Depay did very well there to get a little touch off the defender. H is super nervous at tomorrow's game. Yeah, I think cleared there by Atletico. I think the nerves will kick in for me as the game gets closer. I'm Blue WD. It's a new channel. No, just a renamed channel, mate. It used to be called Mundo Sporto. Well, it's relatively new. It's less than a year old, I think. But yeah, no, not new, just rebranded. And look, if you are enjoying the stream, welcome in. Great to have you with us. Please do hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the video, and don't forget the link to sign up to Ultimate Fan is in the description of the stream as well. Craig, if you get the chance, you should try Indian Nando's. Ooh, interesting. Is there much of a difference, Abby? I suppose it probably would be, wouldn't there? Palates would be different in each country. Craig, are you nervous for the Atletico game this month? It's going to be rough to get a win in Madrid. Yeah, look, that's the acid test in this group, isn't it? It's a difficult group. You can't write. Well, we've done a really good job going away to Porto and destroying them. AC Milan gave us a real run for our money. Why is he screaming? Sabrina? One sec, folks. Sorry, my little dude was having a bit of a meltdown. I just had to... he's probably losing a fortnight, to be honest with you. He's like his daddy. He doesn't take losses very well. Craig, you're the GOAT of YouTube. I fucking wish I was, mate. I wish I had GOAT numbers. Do you know what I mean? I wish I had Goldbridge numbers, AFTV numbers, Jackmate numbers, True Geordie numbers. I'm just little old me, man. And I hope eventually we get there. We're 4 years behind in our development, so I'm hoping so. Is he all right? Yes, he's good. Thank you, Alan. He's just he's like his daddy. Got a temper on him when he loses, and yeah, I won't lie. I like that side of him. I like the fact he doesn't like losing. Definitely gets it from me though. As in the anger, I mean, not the ability for it. And I just mean the not liking to lose. Have I heard Memphis's music? No, I haven't. Nor will I ever be listening to Memphis Depay's music. All late to Sky Sports. Who do Liverpool play on Sunday? We play on Saturday. We both played on Wednesday night. Well, firstly, they didn't. Liverpool played on Tuesday. So I don't know if Ollie said that, but if he is, firstly, he's wrong on that one. Liverpool played on Tuesday. And I don't know why is he looking for excuses? I don't know what to say. Solskjaer just needs to accept it's not everybody's fucking fault. It's not our fault they're not getting penalties. It's not our fault he's tactically inept as a manager. He's got enough tools at his disposal that he should be winning those games. So he needs to look inwardly a little bit more. How's Craig today? I'm good, thank you, Mary. I hope you are as well. Hope you're having a nice weekend. Will Suarez ever stop stalking us? Probably not, no, but I'm looking forward to the game. Sorry, I didn't really go into detail on the Atleti games there a few minutes ago. I got distracted. Yeah, there got to be two big games in the group. If we can... I think, if we win the rest of our home games, we're through. We've got 6 points. We've 2 more home games to go. If we can win them, we'll get through. We'll probably top the group. Captain Hindsight with the hot dog emoji. Cheers, dude. Appreciate the super sticker. Appreciate your support. Bruno Fernandes, how are you, dude? Nice to see you win. Solskjaer's as bad as Koeman, said Cave. At least Ronald has tactics and doesn't rely on individual brilliance. Yeah, Solskjaer's tactics are, how many more attacking players have we got on the bench? Let's lash them all on and hope for a moment of magic. Got away with it a little bit against Villarreal, you know. Well, I say got away with it a bit. You also have to give credit to Cristiano Ronaldo for being in the right place at the right time and doing what Ronaldo does. But, yeah, 1 second. Do you think Sheriff could be this season's dark horses? I've no idea, Cameron. They've certainly put Moldovan football on the map, and their performance at the Bernabeu was sensational. That second goal, shade to Stevie G against Olympiacos from it. Ollie also said the Everton goal was offside and the Hague got blocked by the players. I don't know if he did or not, mate. I didn't even see the game. I know we said it against Aston Villa, and do you know what? I'll be honest with you. I agreed with Solskjaer for the Aston Villa goal, because if you look at the goal that Leicester had ruled out, very similar situation. So, look, I'm the first one to queue up to talk about how tactically inept he is, but with regards to that decision, you know, we want consistency as football fans, and you see one decision in Leicester's game, one decision in the United game, and 2 different outcomes. So I understand his annoyance for the Aston Villa one. I really, really do. Other than that, I think, you know, he needs to take a bit more responsibility. When is Barca playing Madrid? I haven't got a clue, mate. I don't know when the first El Clasico is. We've got, 56 and a half minutes on the clock here, though, and it is still 2, Atletico Madrid 2, Barcelona 0. Griezmann warming up on the sidelines here for Atleti. Oscar, my score prediction, mate, was a 2-1 win for Liverpool tomorrow. Yes, Captain Hindsight, absolutely. No issues with Mark. We exchange messages regularly, dude. 24th of October, early, thank you. Playing a blinder there, mate. Well played. So the first El Clasico is 24th of October. Thank you, sir. No, Ansu Fati is not on, unless there's been a substitution that I've missed, but let me just check here. No, the only substitution being Kieran Trippier on for Rodrigo De Paul for Atleti, and Sergio Roberto on for Gonzalez for Barcelona. Yeah, I'd heard about the Usyk AJ2 in February. I don't know if it's confirmed as being in Kiev. I know certainly Alexander Usyk would like to be in Kiev, and rightly so. He's fought on the road pretty much his entire career. So, yeah, the rematch is looking like February, and, you know, if I'm Usyk, I'd absolutely be the same. I'd want it in my home country. He's now the champ. Captain Hindsight, you're making me bleed Marvin here, mate. This time it's a burger emoji. Thank you very much for the super sticker, dude. You're really kind. Have I any bets on for the match tomorrow? God no, Mary. I God, the last thing I need to do is lose money and maybe Liverpool get a bad result. That would put me in a doubly bad mood before we head off on a family holiday to Spain. So, no, I'm going to stay. I don't bet on Liverpool games anymore because, there's nothing worse than the Reds winning a game and you're delighted, but your bet hasn't come up and you've a little bit of... So, yeah, no bets. Atleti, left-hand side, runs out behind and it'll be a goal kick to Barca. Half an hour to go. Well, just over half an hour. No, Leonard, I haven't watched Squid Game yet, but everybody keeps telling me to have a watch of it. 4:30 kickoff tomorrow, Captain Hindsight. Our watch along on Anfield agenda will start at 4 though. Holiday in Spain, Italy or Greece. Where am I going or where would I go? Where am I going? Spain. But I've been to all 3 of the countries you've mentioned there and enjoyed all of them. We're going to Girona, which is kind of an hour away from Barcelona. My wife rented a villa for us over there for the week, so looking forward to it. Tyson Fury or Usyk? You'd have to say Fury with the size difference. Usyk is certainly capable from a boxing perspective, but hang on, here we go. Chance for Barca. Coutinho, good save by Oblak. Again, that's another opportunity wasted for Barcelona, but a great save from Jan Oblak. Again, showing why he's one of the best in the world. It was a good pick out. Coutinho had it in his right foot, left side of the penalty area, pulled the trigger, but Oblak came out, did well to hold on to it as well. I live in Girona. I can pay you a visit. There you go, Cave. Yeah, it's a really nice villa actually. My missus rented for the week. I'm looking forward to it. Just a nice calm week with the family. Some barbecuing and some relaxing. Would I take Coutinho back? Absolutely not. 1 second, hang on. Who do I think will win the Usyk rematch? Usyk, Dylan, to be honest with you. What we all feared might happen in that fight happened, as in Usyk just boxed the ears off him. It's very easy for me to say, AJ put another stone or so on, lean on him, use his bigger frame, but more importantly, he needs to have the confidence to let his hands go, because he's not going to outbox Usyk. I can't believe the game plan was to try and outbox him, because you're not going to outbox one of the best technically adept boxers walking the face of the planet. Him, Lomachenko, just absolutely unbelievable technicians, and that's what makes the fight with Tyson Fury so interesting as well if it happens, because Fury's no slouch in that department. His boxing IQ is phenomenal. Have I been to Juve Stadium? No, mate, no, never had the pleasure. Neither the old one or the new one. Factor 50. Not at all, Jeremy. Factor 50 is for pussies. No, I'm a tanning oil man, me, Jeremy. Factor 12 with some coconut. That's the type of dude I am, mate. Diego, how are you? Diego Jimenez said, "Hi Craig, I'm a Liverpool fan from San Cracanios, is that right? In Uruguay. Keep up the good work." Thank you, mate. Lovely to have you with us. I think you could be potentially the first person watching from Uruguay that I'm aware of. Anyway, lovely to have you in, man. Oh, there's the next door neighbour's dog. You haven't heard him in a while, but he's in now. Look, 233 people in the chat. Welcome. Let's see if we can make this number tick to 25.5k, folks. If you are enjoying the stream, please do hit that subscribe button. Sibling arguments, said my wife with the kids. And look, again, just a reminder, if you haven't downloaded the Ultimate Fan app, here's a little video showing what you're missing. You can win your share of up to £300,000 over the course of the season, £8,500 each game week. The app is completely free to play. You get a 10 card pack when you download it. Think of it as FPL meets FIFA pack openings. And you get a 10 free player card pack when you join. You get 3 player pack every Tuesday of the 38 Premier League game weeks. You do have to be a UK or Irish resident to play, age 18 plus. The link to download the app is in the description. It's entirely free to play. You can buy gold and silver packs, which they cap at a maximum spend of £5 a month. So if you want to spend £5 a month, that's up to you. If you don't, you can still play and be in with a chance to win your share of £300,000 over the course of the season. And they pay as low as 300th place. So there you go, loads of chances to win. If you are going to do it though, please do use our link, because obviously it's a tracking link which lets them know that we sent you across. Is YouTube now your full-time job? Not quite yet. Not quite yet. I've others have taken wages before me. I'll be soon though, really soon. Just waiting on some paperwork and a few other bits and pieces, but it should be. I'm hoping by the end of this month, mate, it will be my job, yes, which is amazing to say, and scary as shit as well. But I have a few bits of paperwork and stuff to sort out. Is the young overrated? Which one, Luke or Frankie? If it's Frankie, no. If it's Luke, he shouldn't be anywhere near Barcelona. For me, Captain Hindsight, no, I wouldn't have him back. Can you all please shut up moaning? I swear they're killing each other upstairs. I wish I had a mute button for them all. They're still arguing. I can still hear them. Hang on 1 second. Ball pulled back. Atleti. Oh, shot straight at Andre Ter Stegen. Good ball, pulled back to João Felix. Edge of the box. He has a strike, but it's straight down Andre Ter Stegen's throat. Easy enough for the keeper to deal with. Craig, go for a minute or two to sort them. Well, there is an adult upstairs, mate. My missus, who apparently can't shut them up. What are you shouting on about, Mr. Tumblelove Spuds? Would I rather Fadi or Pedri? Pedri, 100%. Ansu Fati is a great footballer, but Pedri looks like a generational talent, mate. Nope, not just me and my kids, mate. My wife is upstairs, but, you know, she tends to be involved in these arguments more than resolves them. Have I ever visited Canada? Yes. My wife has 3 sets of aunts and uncles, mate, that live in the kind of Mississauga, greater Toronto area. And it's been a long time, like, I think 15, 16 years ago we were over there. Cave said, feel for Pedri, Fadi and Araujo, young stars having to play in a crap side. Fish and chips or sausage and chips? Fish, Sean. Fish, drowned in salt and vinegar. Pickled in vinegar. Diego said, nearly everybody from San Hircanios, excuse me for the butchering of the pronunciation, mate, supports Liverpool. A load of people in their 40s moved to Uruguay and formed the club. Oh, I know that there's a club in Uruguay called Liverpool, mate. I've definitely seen that. That's class, though. Thank you for the input, mate, and lovely to have you with us. Thank you, Zaid, as well. Would I take Sam Maximin at Liverpool? It wouldn't be my first choice for a wide attacking player. Certainly a very good player. But, you know, for me, I've said it before, there's other targets I'd like Liverpool to go after. Milkshake or smoothie? Oh, do you know, I can't distinguish, mate. Both. I love a good tropical smoothie and I love a good milkshake. So, you know, I'd happily drink either. Ice cream or ice lollies? See, I'm weird, Sean, right? I don't like So my answer is ice cream. I don't like ice lollies, and I don't like sweets that aren't jellies or chocolate. So the likes of Refresher bar, that kind of, I don't like them. The only exception probably Werther's Original. So yeah, team ice cream. Okay, I've removed Mr. Tumble. I know he was blocked out for spamming, but I've just booted him because he just seems to be trying to cause a little bit of aggro. Goal kick here to Atleti. We are 20 minutes from time. Angel Correa and Antoine Griezmann getting ready to come on for Diego Simeone's team. Sunday roast or takeaway? Oh, Sunday roast. Any home cooked meal, Sean, over a takeaway. Yeah, you can't beat a good home cooked meal. Do I think Grealish deserves to be in conversation with Mbappe and Haaland? No, I don't. I don't think he deserves to be £100 million footballer, but nobody else was going to pay that money, I don't think, other than Manchester City. Now, look, Grealish is an excellent footballer, but I wouldn't put him anywhere near that conversation with Haaland. Lamar and Suarez, said Mark. Bath or shower? Unless I've got sore muscles and I need to soak, then a shower. But weirdly, I grew up in a house that only had a bath, mate. So, my first experience of owning an electric shower was when I moved out. Weed and Pink Floyd or Metallica and beer? Weed and Pink Floyd. Spam or chopped pork? Neither. Sa Maxima or Sar? Sa Maxima. Turkey or lamb? Lamb. Oh god, lamb. Lamb's my favourite meat. Sanka, how are you, mate? Said, hey Craig, how are you, buddy? What was the Goldbridge Channel saga? There was no saga. This is the thing. I didn't like what I was seeing in some of the chat. I said I'm not going to carry on till the chat relaxes a bit and becomes a bit more respectful. It didn't. I left the stream. No issues with Goldbridge, nothing to do with him. So there's no saga. Others are trying to make a saga out of it, but as I've said, it's no big deal. It is what it is. There was no problems with me and any of the team at That's Football. Robbie or Troops? Troops. Who's your favourite footballer right now? Mohamed Salah, obviously, Joe. Mount or Foden? I think you can make a valid point for both. City or PSG? I'd rather poke my eyes out than support either. Who's better, Arsenal or Arsenal? Spurs. Oh, Mick, 69 or 99? I'm saying nothing, Mick. I'm saying nothing. The answer ends in 9. That's all I'm saying, dude. Tottenham or Arsenal? Spurs. Do you have any respect for City? For the fan base, for some of the City fans, yes, 100% I've respect and admiration for. The real hardcore City fans, yes. There are some very, very good, knowledgeable, sound Manchester City fans around, without a shadow of a doubt. Do I have respect for the club and the way they go about things? No. Rugby or GAA? GAA. Do you prefer United or City? United, 100%. I look at Manchester United, and I'm old enough to remember Manchester United fans fighting back when Rupert Murdoch tried to buy the buy the Premier League, tried to buy Manchester United, and also owned Sky at the time. And I'm old enough to remember Manchester United fans fighting back against that. And I'm also, aware of the good working relationship behind the scenes of both clubs when they both were, going through difficult periods, whether it be after Munich or after Hillsborough. The clubs, as competitive as they are on the pitch, behind the scenes, they've always, had a respect. So, excuse me, that's why I've got a respect. I hate Manchester United, of course, want to beat them every time we play them, but I've a respect and admiration for the fan base and for the history of the football club and what it represents to the community. Oil Clasico or El Clasico? El Clasico. But the Super Clasico, above all. Boca River Plate. Atletico or Real Madrid? 100% Atletico in that conversation. Messi or Ronaldinho? Messi, but God, they were both great. Bacon or sausage buddies? If I get to pick the sausage, sausage. If I'm having it out and about and I don't know what I'm going to get given, bacon. The real question there is ketchup or brown sauce. Do I think Pep disrespected the fans? I think he could have worded it differently. I absolutely understand where the Manchester City fan that spoke as part of the supporters club came from. Financially it's difficult, for people to be going midweek at times when they've been at the weekends, and a lot of people, obviously money's very tight with COVID and the pandemic that we've all had. So I absolutely understand from the perspective that Manchester City have a hardcore group of local fans, but they don't probably have the fan, like if Liverpool for instance didn't sell out locally, you'd have fans from Ireland, from Norway, from other parts of the UK, from all around the world coming to watch. City don't have that, and that's not meant as a dig. That's just my trying to explain understanding of the situation. I think Guardiola could have been a bit more. I think he could have backtracked a little bit more in that situation. Salt or vinegar? If I can only have one, you have to have both of them. You can't just have one. Salt would be the answer, I suppose, but you have to have both. Never had them, Tovar, so can't answer your question. Nor would I want to, or would I tell anybody else to. Everton or Marine? Marine. The Jaffa cakes belong in the biscuit aisle or the cake aisle? They belong in the fucking bin. Fucking stale ass things, that's all they are. Yeah, I don't know, anybody who eats Jaffa cakes, they should have a good hard look in the mirror. Custard creams or bourbons? Custard creams. My mum, bourbons were the only biscuit my mum ever bought in the house. So, yeah, since I've grown up and moved out, I've never bought a packet of bourbon creams. Prime Lallana or Rakitic? I really enjoyed Lallana at Liverpool, to be fair, when he was in his prime, when he was fit and he was closing down, and sometimes he took a little bit too much out of the ball and he could have released it quicker, but 77 minutes on the clock here, still 2-0, free kick to Barcelona. If they could grab one now with 10 or 12 to go, it would make it interesting. This Jaffa cake slander will not be tolerated. Oh man, honestly, they're fucking horrendous. And they have dark chocolate on them to boot. Do you know what I mean? So if it wasn't bad enough that they have that horrible am I a cake, am I a biscuit, how do you tell if it's stale or not base on them? And I'm all for orange, by the way, particularly chocolate orange, but dark chocolate on top, you've lost me on that one. Dublin or Lublin? Right, Memphis Depay over this free kick is right on the edge of shooting distance, I'd say. Although, to be fair, Oblak's giving him Oblak's right hand side here, if Depay fancies it. No, just a little chip in and PK flicks it and it goes behind, and that kind of sums up where Barcelona are right at the minute. Again, ladies and gents, we're closing in on 25,500 subscribers. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please take a second to do so. Drop a like on the video as well. This is our first La Liga watch along that we've done, and we're going to shake it up. We're going to do some boxing. We're going to do lots of different types of content on here over the course of the season. Who's the best James Bond? I've never watched a James Bond film. I've seen half of one film when Pierce Brosnan was in it, but other than that, I haven't watched Bond films. I'm good, Miles. How are you? I hope you're well, my man. Tovar, consider this warning number 1, mate. You know, I'm all for having a bit of fun with questions and that, dude, but your questions are starting to get on my fucking nerves, if I'm being honest with you, with their stupidity. Favourite film? I don't know if anybody can have one favourite film, really, because there's so many different genres, but probably A Bronx Tale. Then probably Scarface, then Goodfellas. I also like Jerry Maguire. Don't be a menace to South Central. We'll drink your juice in the hood. Oh, Barca edge of the box here. Move it again. Just one pass too many. And Letty have a chance to counter now. Oh, Rockies are up there as well, Lewis. 100%, yeah. Love me some Rockies. Is Maradona better than Messi? I suppose it's a little bit of a case of what you like, mate. I don't think there's any definitive answer to it. For me, Maradona would be top of my list, then Messi. Rashford or Martial? Rashford. Is Gerrard the best Liverpool player in history? I can only speak about what I've seen, mate, in my lifetime, and he would certainly, for consistency levels, be there for me, alright, but you know, others who got to see the likes of King Kenny playing, or Graham Souness, or Ian Callaghan, or fucking take your pick, Emlyn Hughes, you know, people that were around before my time. Who do I think's the GOAT of boxing? Again, I think, Paul, it depends what you like. Obviously, I grew up when Mike Tyson was a huge thing. Sugar Ray Leonard. As much as I despise Mayweather as a human being, you've got to rate his boxing ability. But yeah, I'm going to give Katie Taylor a mention as well. Yes, Suarez celebrated Roberto, but I wouldn't say he rubbed it in or anything. Do I like shrimps? No. Don't like seafood really outside of cod. Can you do more content with Steve? He'll be on a Monday, Ben. For Steve, it's just Steve has a full-time job, obviously, in PR. He works with Sale Sharks, and he has some full-time podcast commitments as well. So it's just a matter of, you know, when Steve's available, which we're trying to get a steady schedule for a set day. So it'll be tomorrow. No, Monday. Sorry, Monday. Steve will be joining us. Pizza or burger? Pizza. Although I do love a good burger. 8 minutes to go. Still 2-0. We've had no goals so far in the second half. Simeone's trying to get the crowd up. I love it. I love seeing Simeone so hyped. Yeah, I love a manager that gets right into it and loses his shit. What Barca player would I take for Liverpool? Probably Pedri, Jonathan. Pedri or Frankie de Jong. I wouldn't say no to Ansu Fati either, but probably Pedri. What should be the initiative for Barcelona in the rebuild? Youth. Genuinely, I think they should look to La Masia and put their faith in youth. It might take a while. There's not going to be an overnight quick fix. So I would say try and keep the best youth. Get a manager in that you're going to give time to, and let these guys go and express themselves. Do I trust Stephen Kenny leading the Irish team? I don't. At this moment in time, yes. You know, let's be fair about it. The FAI is a shambles, and Stephen Kenny has earned his shot as far as I'm concerned. I love the idea of giving him a chance at the under-21s and then promoting him through. I was somebody who really liked Brian Kerr as Ireland manager as well. And I just think with Kenny, he's trying to blood through different players. And look, let's be honest, we're not qualifying for the World Cup. So I'd say see how the rest of the campaign goes and go from there. You seem like a margarita pizza type. That's it. That's exactly it, Rehan. Just a plain cheese pizza, maybe ham. That's it, man. That's it. I am boring like that. No, Tass, I don't. Pizza and Netflix, two of the most underrated or overrated things in the world. Overrated? No. God almighty, that'll be my night tonight, mate. Literally, I'll be making a homemade pizza and watching Netflix. So yeah, there you go. You think it's overrated? I think it's a pretty good Saturday. United or Everton? Who do I hate more? See, I've never really viewed Everton as a rival, and I didn't grow up in the city, obviously, so I don't have the family connections or friends who are Everton fans. So for me, it's always been United. But I will say one thing, Everton fans have been far worse towards me than United fans. I get a lot more abuse from Everton fans. Right, Depay, another free kick. This one certainly in a shootable range, and he blasted over the bar. Another opportunity. Well, look, it was a difficult opportunity, but he didn't make the keeper work. Puts it over the bar. Goal kick to Atletico. 5 minutes to go. Any Netflix recommendations? Icarus was really good, if you haven't seen that. It's a great documentary about cycling and the doping system. I usually just rewatch old stuff on Netflix, to be honest with you. The likes of the US Office or Parks and Recreation. Is that on Netflix or is that on my Sky box sets? And IT Crowd, stuff like that. Tato or Walkers? Tato. You can forget about your Walkers nonsense. The correct answer is Kyo's, though. Kyo's cheese and onion. Best crisps in the world. Champions League or Premier League? For me, Champions League. I wanted Liverpool, obviously, to win the Premier League because of the 30-year wait. And I know most Liverpool fans, or a lot of Liverpool fans, would probably want us to draw level with United. But to me, I just love the European Cup. And there's something special about winning that. So I would go with the Champions League. Have I seen Green Street? The football film, the hooligan film from many years ago with Elijah Wood? Yes, I've seen that film. Do I think London is blue? Oh God, yes. I would say that's a fair assessment. Vardy or Bobby? Bobby! I love Bobby. He's my favourite player at Liverpool. Ball in from Barca again. Straight to All Black. You know, I don't know why Barca are pumping balls into the box there. It's not the Barca way. Pumping in high crosses. What's my favourite location in Ireland? Obviously, I love Wexford where I live, mate. But if we go away for a trip in Ireland, it's usually up to Belfast. I think Belfast is a brilliant place. Full of lovely people as well. I know there's the divide, of course, but I've always had a great time up in Belfast. Barca seem lost without Messi. Yep, it's going to be a long way back. Have I watched Purely Belter? No. What is it? I've never even heard of it, to be honest. One player who never reached his potential at Liverpool. Oh God, I could give you loads, mate. I think one that sticks to mind in recent times is... Sorry, my son's screaming upstairs again. Awioni. Yeah, because I've liked the look of him. You know, he didn't really get an opportunity at Liverpool, but I like the look of him since he's moved. He's scored some goals, looks a good talent. Oh, another ball for Atleti here. Suarez forced wide. And he picks out the wrong pass and Barcelona intercept it easily on the edge of the box. Now Barca turn and they have a chance to attack. Again, it's about picking the right ball. Takes too much out of it. Feeds it out left side. to Ansu Fati. He plays it inside. Busquets rolls it out right. Another ball into the box from Barca. This time to the far post. It's overhit. It goes behind. Goal kick to Atletico Madrid. Sergi Canos is a decent shout as well. He's done very well since going to Brentford. Yasser Larouci is another shout. Suso from Cave. Jota or Firmino. I love having them both because they're, they've different attributes but a lot of similar attributes as well. So I think Jota's been a great addition to the team. What channel's the match on? I'm watching it on La Liga TV. I don't know him, Rehan. No, not again tonight, mate. I've did my Anfield Agenda stream earlier on, and I'm going to watch the boxing I recorded after this game, and I'll be back tomorrow 4 o'clock on Anfield Agenda. But look, don't forget as well, if you want your chance of winning some of £300,000 or $8,500 a week, then download the Ultimate Fan app. As you can see from this really cool video here, it shows you all about the app. You could download it. You get a 10-player pack free to, it's basically a cross between FPL and FIFA pack openings. It's entirely free to download the app once you're a UK or Irish resident, age 18 plus. You get a free 10-player pack to start. You get a 3-player pack every Tuesday of the Premier League game weeks. And you can also buy gold and silver packs if you want, capped at a maximum spend of £5 a month. But if you download the app with our link below in the description, it lets them know that we sent you and helps out this channel and, of course, Anfield Agenda. Atleti, again, forced wide with Llorente this time. I thought he was about to pull up there for a second. Goes behind for Barca. Goal kick. Yeah, I knew he did pull up. You can see he's feeling his groin there. Looks like he's tweaked something. Elton John or Ricky Martin? Elton John all the way. Have I done my predicted 11? Yeah, it's up on the channel, Neil. My predicted 11 score predictions all up there. I'm happy to go through it for you, mate, if you want, but would also love you to watch it. Alisson, Milner, Matip, Van Dijk, Robertson, Fabinho, Henderson, Curtis Jones, Sadio Mane, Bobby Firmino, and Mohamed Salah. That was my predicted 11. Which Irish football club do I support? Shelbourne. Top of the first division at the minute, hopefully going back up to the Premier Division where they belong. Chips or vinegar? Chips. Is Rudiger underrated? Probably. He's having fine time under Thomas Tuchel at Chelsea. Would I take Koke at Liverpool? Yes, I would. Wouldn't be, again, one of my first choices, but if if you just said to me, would you like to sign Koke, would you take him? I'd say yes. Oh, I agree on Christensen, Daniel. I think Christensen is an underrated defender, definitely. Pep or Tuchel? Pep. But again, two fantastic managers. We are into the final minute of additional time now. There was 3 added on. We are in the final minute of it. Atleti are going to get the 3 points here. It'll be the end of another miserable week for Barca and for Barca fans, unfortunately. 3-0 loss away at Benfica in the Champions League, followed up by a 2-0 loss away against Atleti here in La Liga. Not a great time if you're a Barca fan right now. Panini or Baguette? Baguette. You're looking well. Thank you to you. Appreciate that. I'm trying to look after myself a little bit more these days, Need to shed a lot of weight, and I hope I'll do it when I come back from holidays. I've got all my shakes up there, my weight loss shakes and stuff ready to go. Prime Suarez or Prime Lewandowski? I would go with Suarez because I just love watching the lad play football, and some of the stuff he's done I've not seen other people. As I said, he could nutmeg a mermaid, but Lewandowski's a legend. and a goal scoring machine. It is all over at the Wonder Metropolitano, ladies and gentlemen. It finishes Atletico Madrid 2, Barcelona 0. The pressure ramps up on Ronald Koeman and Barcelona. Atleti back to winning ways. Really appreciate you guys being with us. It's been our first La Liga watch along at Craig Station. Please do hit that subscribe button before you head off. Drop a like on the video as well. Just a reminder, I'll be back on Anfield Agenda tomorrow, 4 o'clock for a watch-along of the Manchester City game. We'll be joined afterwards then by Paddy Murphy, by Kyle from Nothing But Reds, and we'll have lots of match reaction to that one as well. Enjoy your Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate your support. Again, let people know about us if you enjoy the content, and I really appreciate you guys dropping in to spend your Saturday evening with me. Lots of love to you all. Have a cracking weekend. I will talk to you soon. Download Ultimate Fan as well. Link in the description. Cheers, folks.